are just around the corner from a brand new season at Pelicans Ballpark. It's a new season of Behind the Scenes. We're actually adding Bummz to this year's editions.
Were you born in 1999?
No, I was born before. I was born in 98.
Okay.
So I was busy being a year old. If opening night was in April, so I would have been a year and a month old. Can't really remember too much of that, but I will say that when I was a kid that age, my parents were taking me to Angels baseball games just outside Los Angeles.
Yeah, I was playing baseball games and you were going there in a stroller.
It caught me pretty early. We are just getting started in 2024. More? Let's do it, man.
Cheers.
Let's do it. Opening night, April 5th, and that was the first episode of a brand new season of Behind the Scenes, presented by Bummz. Darn it.
Are you serious?
Darn it!
Presented by Beat. I did it too.
All right, we are chillaxing at the beach right now. It's a beautiful.
No.
What? Come on.
No.
I can't say that.
Chillaxing.
Yeah, that's a term.
The first sentence of the show.
Good start. Put that in the blooper reel. I thought it was good. All right.
Sam had that for like 2 days.
Yeah, I was practicing last night.
We had our first premium giveaway of the year, second total giveaway. These Hawaiian shirts were hot. If you were wearing one, people might just rip it off your back.
Did you see the line?
The line was the second longest I've ever seen it at our ballpark, but it wrapped almost all the way to the end of the pond lake in the middle of the parking lot.
And that was Behind the Scenes.
I was so close to getting up. You talk for a living.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. I know it. Here we go. 3.
That's like Buddy Bailey, like saying hit it, and you're like, he throws real hard. Well, your job's to hit it.
It's a beautiful day in Myrtle Beach. You know Ryan Moore, but we got a special guest in the house, the head honcho, the made man, Pelicans owner, Chuck Greenberg. Chuck, thanks for joining us today.
Great to be with you, Sam. Even you too, Ryan.
Thanks, Chuck.
We're coming off a recent 2-week homestand, and it was a unique homestand, especially in that second week. We bring in the Fredericksburg Nationals with some earlier start times. I loved the environment, the whole day. I thought those were great ideas and great games.
You know, when I first bought the team 18 years ago, one of the things we decided to do was not to compete against the beach, and that's why Sunday games went from being afternoon to being in the evening. But we hadn't had a day game during the week in 14 or 15 years and decided to give it a try, and it was an enthusiastic crowd. It was a good game. It's the sort of thing that went well enough, we'll try it again.
All right, we're hanging out here at the beachfront side of Bummz, and we have the return of an old guest to Behind the Scenes, our Assistant General Manager of Sales, Ryan Cannella.
It feels like we just had opening day, like all that excitement, and all of a sudden we're halfway through the season.
The change that I would make is after the 5th inning, you get a halftime show going. So everybody's off the field, get a stage out there quickly, do a 20, 25 minute, maybe that's on the longer side, 15, 20 minute halftime show, come back in the 6th and play the rest of the game. My first band is Creed.
I was expecting you to say T Swift. I really am surprised that you went.
She already turned down the Super Bowl.
Well, we're not talking about if she would or wouldn't. You're the commissioner. You get to just.
Okay.
We're living in a fantasy world here.
Okay. All right. You're right. If I was the commissioner and I could do whatever I wanted, yes, Taylor Swift would play that first MLB All-Star Game halftime show. Maybe Creed could play the pregame show. And Creed's got to be a part of it somehow because their performance at the 2001 Thanksgiving halftime show was too good. So get them involved. It'd be a fun little thing. Ryan Cannella, welcome back to the show. No, I'm not welcome back because it's over. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I got a few that come to mind that I think of was just recently. And our great social media team did a video with Buddy Bailey in the very early part of the year, and they asked the players, what is Buddy's real name? And tried to see if somebody could get it right. And we went to Buddy and showed him that video of everybody trying to guess his name right. And, he's laughing along with it. But Andy Garriola was one of the only ones that got it.
Yeah, it's Welby. Is he going to see this?
So he has the whole hitters meeting before the game, before batting practice. And he pulls Andy up with everybody up there and congratulates him. And then he was getting on Jacob Wetzel because Wetzel has known Buddy for a while now and wasn't able to get his real name.
You can't put me on the spot like that. No way. We can't do this one. I refuse to do this one.
Favorite moment off the field, the Gary Gilmore retirement night.
That was awesome.
That is probably one of my top favorite moments of ever working in baseball. This is my 16th year. A man who has accomplished so much at Coastal, obviously won the national championship in 2016. More than dozens of former players making it to the professional ranks. We did a bobblehead for him, and we brought him down to the field to throw a first pitch. And that was the extent of his knowledge of what we were doing. That then rolled into a tribute video, and then unveiling his number on our Wall of Fame. He was in utter shock.
Yeah.
And he said, my number was retired at Coastal, but that was to be expected because of what he did at Coastal. And he goes, but for you all to recognize what we did as a university and I did as a head coach, and have my number up there for all to see for all time, he goes, that's something special.
Looking forward to next year, we released our 2025 schedule, so you can already see the games that are being played. Is there anything promotional schedule-wise that you can maybe give us a hint at as far as what's going to happen next year?
What we've seen from this market is character appearances are king. Being able to offer something to the families, that opportunity to bring their young ones out to the ballpark and see their idols, if you will, from their favorite shows, has worked really well. Who those appearances will be, it's probably too early to say or to even know. We won't do any fireworks shows next year. We've determined that people do not like fireworks in Myrtle Beach, so there'll be 0 fireworks shows.
Understood.
Obviously, I'm being facetious about fireworks. There's nothing better than blowing stuff up at the ballpark. Always follow our social media channels. I think that's honestly the best way to get information about what's going on at the ballpark or with the team.
Well, once again, we want to thank RipTydz and Bummz for hosting the in-season version of this show throughout the season. And we want to thank the fans as well for watching this show, coming to the ballpark, putting together a fantastic season, and bringing a great environment to Pelicans ballpark each and every night, all 66 home games. It's been awesome.
There's a lot of people that work really hard behind the scenes to make it as enjoyable and memorable of a night as possible. And, hats off to, the crew at the ballpark, full-time, seasonal, game day. I think our staff does a great job of making a fan-first experience, and that's what it's all about, because fans are first, because without them, none of this happens.
The end of another season. Ryan Moore, Sam Wiederhaft, we'll close this one out from Bummz Beach Cafe. You've been watching Behind the Scenes, presented by Bummz Beach Cafe and RipTydz Oceanfront Grill and Rooftop Bar.